Thank you, Caitlin. My name is Andreas Guenther. I'm the Managing Director of QUp and GFB. We are the experts in test data management, and we have just recently become part of the Tricentis family. So let me briefly introduce our companies and our joint vision. First of all, I will show you the history and situation of GFB and of Tricentis. Then I will explain to you the importance and the positioning of continuous testing of Tricentis. And then I will give you the intro into the capabilities of QUp and Tricentis with regards to test data management. So GFB has been founded in 1997. As of now, we do have 30 employees, and we are based out of Germany. We have 2 offices in Frankfurt and Starnberg near Munich, and we service a broad area of sectors, and we are specialized in test data management. Our focus is on industry and segments. So we are strong, for example, in banking, in logistics, in finance, in distribution and consumer goods. We develop test factory approach for provisioning test data factory services as a service. We do have the QUp suite, which is a really comprehensive suite of test data management, and we also work on a test data shop, which puts customers in a position to order test data on demand. And we do have a very strong stake in the thought leadership. That means we have one of the founding members of the Test Data Management Working Party in Germany. So we do have a nice number of customers, of big clients, not only purely German clients, but also some corporate clients. And here we have been recognized as thought leader in test data management. The reason for our recognition as thought leader is we have comprehensive, deep and unique expertise in this area. We are a full service provider. That means we do not only have a product, we also have the services to enable our customers to excel in test data management. We do have a very experienced team of senior consultants, and thanks to our strong and loyal customer base, we do have a very good positioning in the market. Now let me hand over to Tricentis. Tricentis has been founded also in 2007, so just 10 years ago. Tricentis has over 450 employees worldwide. On this map you can see the spread of the offices and the stakes which Tricentis is currently holding worldwide. And Tricentis has been recognized as the leader in testing, especially in the field of continuous testing. Tricentis has a very remarkable track record of more than 500 blue chip enterprise customers, and the customer base is expanding rapidly. So now let me explain to you the importance of continuous testing, which is the foundation of software development. As you might also be aware that about 81% of enterprises have adopted or plan to adopt DevOps. The reason is that only with applying very fast and very effective means of development, customers are able to meet the expectations of time to market. However, DevOps is not easy to realize. There are several obstructions in the way. Actually, we typically see that one major obstacle in implementing DevOps is to establish continuous testing. That means whenever you develop something and when you want to deploy it, before you can send it to the market, you do have to make sure your testing is right. So you really cannot go around continuous testing. So in a nutshell, DevOps is all about continuous testing. So if you want to go about continuous testing, you cannot do without automation. Nowadays, we still see that only 20% of tests are really done automatically, and 80% of testing is still done manually. However, if we want to achieve the speed of DevOps, we will see in the future that about 85% of tests will be done automatically, and the remaining approximately 15% will be spent on exploratory tests. So we will see a very strong surge in API tests and also in automated UI tests. Tosca has a very comprehensive test data suite, or testing suite, which does not only span test management with risk-based testing and our portion of test data management, but also a very strong stake in automation. So we have test automation and we do have service virtualization. Apart from that, Tosca has a very strong module for exploratory testing, which makes sure that exploratory testing is still reproducible and meaningful. And of course, due to the acquisition of Flood about a year ago, Tosca can also provision load testing in a very effective manner. So, all in all, Tosca has a very comprehensive solution for end-to-end functional and load testing. So that means we can make sure that the risk coverage is doubled, the release speed is two times to threefold, and we achieve a cost reduction of 30 to 40%, which is really significant. So now when it comes to test automation, we will typically face three nightmares, and everybody dealing with test automation will face these nightmares. First of all, we have the maintenance trap. You need to provide model-based test automation for all interfaces and everything you do. And Tosca is very good at that. And this has been recognized by all the market leaders and all the market analysts. Last but not least, test data management is a crucial portion, because test data management, test data needs to be stateful, it needs to be fully integrated, because no data, no test. And last but not least, the test system provisioning, which leads to service virtualization, is especially a critical issue for complex enterprise landscapes. Now let's have a closer look at the test data management, the complete solution which Tosca can provide after the integration of QApp. Let's see how big the problem is. We just saw before that even more than 80% of testing is done manually today. And studies have shown that 50 to 70% of the manual test execution effort is actually spent on the preparation and search for appropriate test data. So we're talking about a huge problem here. And QApp has the solution to provide tailored test data on demand. That means we can help organizations to get rid of the problem of provisioning test data and of searching test data. That means we provide the test data as it is needed. With our complete solution, with the test data portal, which spans the entire process from the request for test data up to the provisioning of test data in the test environment, and also the feeding of the appropriate test data into the test case. And on the other side, we do have the QApp Studio, which is the platform for the test data specialist and test data designer to actually provide the test data. And the test data designer is supported by wizards, which make their job much more easy. The last component is the autoloader, which is in the middle of the solution. The autoloader allows us to separate the test data generation from the test data design. That means the test data designer can design the test data project even without accessing any production data. And this is a huge advantage now in the days of GDPR. So let's have a look at the advantages which QApp TDM can bring to the Tosca solution. So QUp makes sure we have security. That means no personalized data is used in test environments. We can save a lot on costs. And from the security perspective, we make sure we are legally reliable, no threat of any penalties or lawsuits according to data privacy breaches. We save on resources because QUp makes sure test data management becomes efficient. We save a lot of costs. We enable automation. And last not least, we do enable speed and release. And this is the foundation for DevOps. Let's have a look what the Tosca solution provided so far with regards to test data management. So first of all, we do have the management layer, which means Tosca is able to provide stateful test data or test data object management, which is seamlessly integrated into test case design and execution. So far, Tosca is very strong on creating synthetic test data, mainly based on existing system functions. And now see what QUp is adding to this. QUp enables the generation of masked production data, and this can be done irreversibly and deterministic. And QUp is also able to fully integrate to the Tosca solution. That means we can span all kinds of test data demand, from synthetic test data to production data, which is masked and anonymized. So here we have a comprehensive solution, and QUp and Tosca really form a natural synergy to provide the best-in-breed test data management solution in the market. So thank you very much for your attention, and please contact us for further details. We will be happy to provide you with any additional information and be there whenever you need us. Thank you very much.